YTPC, what's happening? No, so Piper here. And I don't know about you, but I'm glad it is Friday. Let me see. I'm choosing to indulge in some pretty tasty beverages. Tullamore No, Tullamore, sorry. Oh man. That's my American way of reading it. I don't know if you pronounce it anywhere or any differently. Let me know. I recently tried that one. Probably, when was that? A month ago? Carrie's dad had some, and I really liked it. Up until then, my Irish whiskey was limited to Jameson and Bushmills. I think that's the only Irish whiskey I had. And I like Jameson. I tried a couple of their other blends. They had an IPA whiskey. Well, a whiskey that was aged in IPA barrels. I did not like that. IPAs aren't my favorite beer, but I do like a good IPA. And I didn't know what to expect with that one, but didn't like it that much. My body didn't agree with it. I don't even know if I finished that bottle. And then I tried, they had another one that was aged in stout barrels. That one was good. And then there was a cold brew one, a coffee infused, and that one was good. I think that was them. And then the Bushmills, I haven't had in a long time. The first time I had it was years ago. One of my good friends, family friends, Bob, I don't think you'll ever see this, but he actually started out as an old supervisor. And I don't know. After he left the job I was working at, we stayed in touch. And he's probably in his late 60s. No, sorry, Bob, mid 60s now. And it's always just, I like hanging out with older people. Even one of my buddies now, probably one of my only real, say, friends here, he just turned 60. Jonas is he's Micronesian. He's from a place called Chook. He's an interesting guy. He's awesome. But we pre-2020, we used to go and hang out with him and his wife, who is, I think, 6 or 7 years older, so she's like 67. And she was actually an old professor of Carrie's, and Carrie is good friends with the daughter. Well, was good friends in high school. They didn't have a falling out or nothing, but she lives on a different island, so we actually started hanging out with her parents more. Anyway, a long story short. No, that was a long story long. Yeah, I used to go hang out with Bob. We'd get coffees back in Alaska. A couple of times went to his house and had cigars before I actually really knew what a good cigar was. And anyway, his ancestry is Irish. His family, I think his dad or grandpa was first generation. Must have been his grandpa. ultimately ended up in Washington area. But so he brought it, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I never got it again, but whiskeys were one of those definitely acquired things. I started out drinking it because I thought that's what rugged men drank. And I remember drinking it and being like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to really learn to appreciate these flavors. And before long, I did. It was like that with beer too, I guess. I've only met a few people that instantly liked different alcohols, like innately, which might not be a good thing. But then again, they were archaeologists, so there's a lot of a lot of alcohol consumed in the field of archaeology. Anyway, yes, I picked up a bottle. It was on sale, and also drinking some Hydro Flask. Couldn't see it. Chasing it with some Blue Rockies. That's my Coors Light going on, which is pretty much water. I used to get a lot of shit for drinking it back in Alaska. But today it wasn't too long. It felt long. I was in the office, no field work today, and did more reports, catching up on report writing. But got home to a pleasant surprise. Not quite a surprise. I knew it was coming, but I had totally forgotten about it, so it's still a surprise. And originally I thought I was gonna wait till I had some other packages coming, and I was gonna do one big one, but it's Friday. I wanted a pipe, so my buddy Steve in Wisconsin hit me up a while ago and told me that one of my newly found favorites, that he saw a tin or two, probably more. And Steve, I can't remember if you've recently gotten into this tin or this brand, this blend, or if you had it before. But I think I remember you talking in a recent video, a couple videos back, about you were gonna sell her some. So anyway, he got a hold of me on Instagram, and we're kind of talking, and he let me know that the place that he frequents, the last time he was there, saw that they had a decent stock, and told me he could pick some up, and I said, heck yeah. So Steve, thank you so much for going through the trouble of acquiring these and getting them out here. Like many other people, not sure what you see in my channel. I'm great to have you guys. And Steve, I think we first started conversing back and forth over one of either a comment I made or a video I did on Exhausted Rooster. And at that time, I think you had just gone through a lot of it, and you were talking about how much you really enjoy that blend. And yeah, so then I started following Steve and Smoking Cardboard. Great channel, love the content, always awesome to watch. And anyway, these tins came all the way from Wisconsin, which I think, I remember looking it up a couple of days ago for this video. The Badger State, right? I think. I don't remember. The only one I remember is my real home, Alaska, Last Frontier. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's a lot colder where you are. and it is here. I think today maybe reached a cool low of 67, and that's early in the morning. So hit me up with a bro note. I hope you are well, my friend. Love your videos so much. Thanks for all your support. Enjoy the 110 on me. Happy smokes, Steve. Smoking cardboard. Sometimes I get a little weird. It's like, do I read these? Do I not? But I figured since I showed you, I probably should read it. So, one of my videos I talked about a couple of tins that I found and how I enjoyed them so much, and they are Former's Crosscut Flake and Former's Straight Grain Flake. Now, so yeah, I asked them to grab me 2 tins of the straight grain and 1 of the cross grain. I made a couple orders of these, so this is cellared pretty deep. This one might be as, I think I bought 1 tin, that was Boswell's, then I ordered a 2-ounce sampler. No, 1 tin, so I have 1 tin of the straight grain. I was gonna order 2, but 1 broke, and then I swapped it out for their aromatic, which is, shoot, what is it? The not Bird's Eye, Private Flake. I smoked it a couple times. Not my favorite. I'm gonna let it sit for a while and revisit that. It is a flake. Not a bad taste, but right now I'm really enjoying some of the more Virginia forward, or non-topped blends. Crosscut Flake. No, I keep saying crosscut. Sorry, cross grain flake. I was really surprised at this. There's a little bit of Perique in it, and so it's kind of like Orlik golden sliced. But the flavors I got from this are a lot more subtle, a lot more kind of a naturally sweet, grassier taste than golden slice. Golden slice is a little bit rougher on the edges for me, and towards the end of the bowl with this blend, man, you get some like baked goods going on. It's really nice and sweet and bready, and from the light I was thinking, man, this is good. And at that point I ordered 2 tins, and I right after went and tracked down some other ones and threw in like 3 tins. Excuse me. Now, straight grain flake. This one is stronger, it's more stout, and it almost has, like, for my palate, kind of a cologne taste. Now, I could see if somebody said it was soapy, I could see where that's coming from. A little reminiscent of 1792. This doesn't have Samuel Gawith 1792 flake, but this doesn't have any Lakeland essence. This is also Virginia's and some Perique. But the difference between those two is that it's a totally different experience. This is very, very rich, dark, stout, very strong. I think this was stronger in nicotine than this one, but not quite crazy, so this was really good. Then, what I was smoking on, and I waited to do some housekeeping, my Stanwell 401, my workhorse pipe, and overall just sturdy pipe. Fits great in the hand. It's a little heavy, tend not to clench it so much, but this I keep for mainly Virginias and some Burleys. And today I'm smoking a tin that Steve snuck in. some GLPs. There you go, focus. GLPs Navigator. Just kidding, Navigator. And I've seen this blend a while ago and was really interested. So this is a Virginia that's pressed and aged with some rum, and it has some Kentucky in it. And for whatever reason, I always took this out at the last minute on my carts, and it's always been on my radar. Super stoked and surprised when I opened it and I saw it, and didn't care. Wanted to try it right away, so I took out a flake and aired it out for about 15 minutes. It was pretty ready to go when I cracked the tin, and was not disappointed. I like this flake a lot. So it comes in these broken flakes here. Look at that nice color. I guess I could have showed you this. I had it airing out in my tobacco bowl, which I was surprised when I did the video for Pith Helmet Matinee, Professor Jeremiah. There was a lot of not a lot, but there was people kind of focused on the bowl of the video that I shot, which I thought was funny. I do love this bowl, rustic wooden, and I got this at a place called Don Quixote's on Oahu. They had pretty much everything. It was like an international Asian market, and I've been trying to track down some here on Maui. Haven't had too much luck, but it's like perfect for tobacco. You stick your bowl in there, you can stick your tin, your lighter, everything. So I always like using this. I haven't actually brought it out in a long time, but anyway, Navigator. This flake is really good. It kind of reminds me of Exhausted Rooster, and I think that's because of the Virginia and the alcohol topping. So alcohol top blends, something I'm still pinning down and learning. And when I open them and I smell the flakes, I get kind of like this fermented, almost sour smell. And the first experience I had with that, I think, is GLP's Virginia Cream. I got a sample from GMP, Garbage Man Piper Mel, back when I first got in the YTPC. That was before I moved to Maui. He sent me a Backy Bomb, and it had a sample of Virginia Cream, and it had like this really kind of fermented alcohol, what I describe as kind of sour smell. So that was my first experience with kind of alcohol topped blends. And with Exhausted Rooster, this blend I'm starting to kind of piece together. It's more of the natural fermented Virginias that's drawn out more from the rum. It is a really good flake. It's got a little bit of a smoky depth, which I'm guessing is the Kentucky. I'm not too familiar with Kentucky blends. I wanted to try like Amphora's Kentucky, which I heard is really good. And I don't think that made it on my last order. And a little bummed out. Other things popped up. I'll do a Yabo when I get it. So I kind of had to shift, I want to say priorities, but I had to make room on my cart, so that one had to leave. Also, I was surprised. I thought I ordered Amphora Burley, but I went back today when I got a shipping notification. I didn't see it in my cart, and I think I took that out last minute, which now I'm kicking myself. So if I break down and choose to order something, that will be on it. But I'm trying really hard not to order anything this year. I have so much stuff that I still gotta try and really get to know. But if you have not tried GLP's Navigator, give it a shot. It's really good. I think it's in the same series I tried Sextant, and that is a very stout blend that I think that one has Latakia in Kentucky. I might be wrong on that. I've been letting it age for a bit. It was, when I tried it, wasn't really up my alley. So I'll revisit that after cracking this open, but it is really good. If I lived back in Alaska during this time in the wintry season, I would definitely be smoking this. I think this would be really, really delicious on a cool winter day. It's good now, but when I smoke it, that's what I'm thinking of wintry for me. So, Steve, gonna have to get you back, man. Thanks for the Navigator, bro. It is delicious. And before it came out, I was thinking if I was gonna have a Sun Bear or Formers, and then I checked the mail and I was like, no, I know what I'm trying. So, there you go. That is my Yabo. Busy day. There was a lot of stuff going on. YTPC. Well, it's probably normal, but man, it's hard to keep up. The more people you start subbing and following, there's such good content. There's stuff going on all the time. Tillerman had an awesome giveaway. Congrats to the winners. I checked out probably the last half of Cane Rod Piper's interview with Jeremy Reeves. That was super cool. I was there for a little bit for Chad's live yardism, and I uploaded like 3 videos today. I'm trying to clear up my phone, so I'm going sans intro and graphics and artwork. Going old school, just uploading the video straight up. But me and Miss Carrie gonna get dinner going. Gotta clean up the deck. Excuse all the mess going on back here. So I'm gonna sit back, enjoy this till more dew, and some nice Coors Light. A delicious Navigator. This is one of those blends where it's not super complex, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm tasting and how I'm tasting it. So I'll do a more concise review of this sometime soon. Delicious Retro Hill. Got nice rum flavors there. Yeah, I think the main difference for me between this and Exhausted Rooster, which is probably the closest that I've tried, is that Exhausted Rooster has the Perique, and that gives it some real good depth and strength, some of that figgy taste. And the Kentucky in this, which I'm assuming is the Kentucky in the Dark Fire, it frames the Virginia and the rum. I'm getting more of the rum than I am of the actual what I think is the Dark Fire. Whereas the Exhausted Rooster, I'm getting a lot of the Perique is definitely there, and you're getting more of the individual pieces where this is presenting the Virginia with a nice rum additive. And maybe it's just because I haven't smoked a whole lot of Kentucky, So we'll see. The other blends that I have, like McBaron's Scottish blend, which I really like, that has some Kentucky in it, and that kind of presents with more like barbecuey, like dark, like smoky flavor. And what's the other Kentucky that I have? Dark Twist. That's a blend, McBaron's Dark Twist. I really wanted to like it, and I've been working through it slowly, and hasn't quite developed for me. So we'll see. I packed it up and forgot about it. We'll see how that changes a little bit. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with Kentucky. Anyway. I'm gonna use this bag. This glass came from somewhere in Wisconsin too. I don't remember where. I think it's a company called Ben Shot Tobacco Pipes. Has a, I don't know if it's a partnership, but they sell their stuff there. So it's pretty dang cool. But I'm gonna get some more whiskey. Finish this bowl. Sip on some Coors Light. I'll catch you guys later. I love you all. Be safe. Take care. Smoke something good. Eat something better. I'll catch you later.